The Krillian war vessel Bloodfang hummed with tension as Anna pressed her scaled hand against the viewport, watching the small human shuttle approach through the void. Her amber eyes tracked its trajectory with predatory precision. "The human responds," growled Commander Vex, his mandibles clicking in what passed for Krillian amusement. "One ship, one human. They send us this?" Anna's tail lashed against the deck plating. Her daughter Kira, barely 3 cycles old, was being held in the cargo bay below. Collateral damage in a conflict that had spiraled beyond anyone's control. The humans had accidentally destroyed a Krillian colony ship during a skirmish with their mutual enemy, the Vesh Collective. Now extremists from her own species had taken a human child hostage in retaliation. When Anna discovered what deck Kira had wandered onto, her blood had frozen. "Should we vaporize them?" asked Tactical Officer Wren, his claws hovering over the weapons array. "Wait," Anna commanded, her military rank still carrying weight despite her personal involvement. "Let's see what they do." The human shuttle docked with a mechanical thunk that reverberated through the hull. On the security monitors, a single figure emerged from the airlock. He was tall for a human, perhaps 6 feet, with dark hair and wearing nothing more than a simple gray jacket over civilian clothes. No armor, no visible weapons, no backup. Jack walked into the docking bay like he was arriving at a business meeting. Every Krillian warrior in the bay raised their plasma rifles. 20 of the galaxy's most feared predators, each standing 7 feet tall with armored exoskeletons and retractable claws, aimed at the lone human. The air itself seemed to crystallize with potential violence. Jack stopped in the center of the bay and raised his hands slowly, palms out. Then he did something that made Anna's breathing hitch. He smiled. "I'm here for the children," he said in perfect Krillian, his accent flawless. Both of them. Commander Vex descended from the observation deck, his massive frame making the deck plates groan. "You dare come here alone, human? Do you not value your spawn's life?" "I value her life more than my own," Jack replied, his voice steady. "That's why I'm here. Not with ships, not with threats. Just me. You think we won't kill you?" Vex circled Jack like a moon orbiting a planet. "I think you will if you believe you have to." Jack's eyes, those strange, forward-facing human eyes, followed Vex without fear. "But I also know something about your people, Commander. I've studied your history. The Korval. The honor debt." Anna's breath caught. The Korval was ancient, sacred. How did this human know? Vex stopped circling. "Speak carefully, human. 300 years ago, Krillian ships were stranded in the outer reach after the Plague Wars. They were dying. My people's colony ships found them and shared their supplies, asked nothing in return. 60,000 Krillian lives were saved." Jack lowered his hands slowly. The Korval was sworn. A debt of honor that can only be repaid with equal sacrifice. The cargo bay had gone silent. Even the hum of the engines seemed muted. "That debt was paid," Vex said, but his voice had lost its certainty. "We fought alongside humans in the Vesh campaign. Fighting together isn't the same as what I'm offering now." Jack took a single step forward. 20 rifles tracked his movement. "I'm offering my life for my daughters, direct exchange. Ancient law. If you're going to punish humanity, punish me. I was the admiral who gave the order that destroyed your colony ship." Anna felt her heart drop. She pulled up the service records on her wrist display. Vice Admiral Jack Morrison, retired. The name that haunted Krillian newsfeeds for months. "You..." Vex's voice was barely controlled rage. "You killed 2,000 of our people. It was an accident, but it was my order. My responsibility." Jack's voice cracked, the first sign of the terror he must have been feeling. "I've replayed that moment every day for 6 months. If I could trade my life for theirs, I would. Since I can't, I'm offering it for the children. Mine and yours. Let them both go." "Why should we believe you care about our cub?" Wren called out. Jack turned to look directly at the camera where Anna was watching. Somehow, impossibly, he seemed to know she was there. "Because no parent should feel what I've felt these past 12 hours, he said quietly. "And because humans and Krillians aren't so different. We both love our children more than our own lives. That's not weakness. That's what makes us strong enough to survive in this galaxy." Anna was moving before she realized it, racing down the corridors to the cargo bay. She burst through the doors, her command codes overriding the locks. Every eye turned to her. "Stand down," she ordered. "All of you. Captain Anna..." Vex began. I said, stand down. Her roar echoed off the metal walls. This human speaks truth. The Corval is real, and more than that, I will not let my daughter witness an execution when peace is possible. She walked to the center of the bay, standing beside Jack. Up close, she could see the tremor in his hands, the sweat on his brow. He was terrified. He'd walked into this knowing he would probably die. That was true courage. Release both cubs, Anna commanded. Now, for a long moment no one moved. Then Vex's shoulders sagged, the fight draining from him. He gestured, and 2 warriors brought out the children, a small human girl with brown hair, tears streaming down her face, and Kira, Anna's daughter, looking equally terrified. Jack dropped to his knees as his daughter ran to him, sobbing. He held her like she was the only thing in the universe. Anna scooped up Kira, pressing her snout to her cub's head. This changes nothing, Vex said, but his words rang hollow. It changes everything, Anna replied, looking at Jack. This human proved something today. That honor isn't about strength or weapons. It's about being willing to sacrifice everything for what matters. Jack stood, his daughter clinging to him. He met Anna's eyes and nodded once. A gesture of respect between parents, between warriors, between species that had just stepped back from the abyss. As the human shuttle departed, Anna watched it go. Kira was safe in her quarters, already forgetting her fear. But Anna wouldn't forget. None of them would. One human had walked in alone, and in doing so had reminded an entire warship what it meant to be more than predators. They had remembered what it meant to be people.